I'd give up forever to touch you, 'cause I know that you feel me somehow. You're the closest to heaven I'll ever be, and I don't want to go home right now. And all I can taste is this moment, and all I can breathe is your life. And sooner or later it's over, and I don't want to miss you tonight. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am. And you can't fight the tears that ain't coming, or the moment of truth in your lives. When everything feels like the movies, yeah, you bleed just to know you're alive. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am. I just want you to know who I am. I just want you to know who I am. I just want you to know who I am. I just want you to know who I am. I just want you to know who I am. I just want you to know who I am. And you can't fight the tears that ain't coming, or the moment of truth in your lies. When everything feels like the movies, and you bleed just to know you're alive. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am. I just want you to know who I am. Hey, what's up YouTubers? Lee John Blackmore here at Super Easy Guitar. So this week we're doing Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls. I'm giving you 3 versions, maybe 4 versions, and they're all actually straightforward. So I'm not going to play the original tuning, as it's so much messing around. I just want to be able to pick up the guitar, play the song, but I've given you some easy options with and without the capo. Let's zoom in and get straight into it. So the original key is B minor, and the guitar's tuned down to all different strange things which, you know, you don't want to be messing around with, right? So if I play a B minor there, I don't want to be doing this capo either. I want to make it even easier for you guys. So I'm going to put the capo where I'm barring down. Obviously you could do this without the capo as well. So now I'm playing an A minor shape, but because it's on the 2nd fret, it's the key of B minor. Okay. And then to kind of mimic what's going on the intro, I'm playing this A minor, and I'm removing the 2nd and 3rd finger, sorry, the 1st and 3rd finger, to just play that one finger. Now what we're going to call the 2nd fret on the D string. That would be A7 suspended 2nd, okay? And then we do a... Now I'm doing an F bar chord, just because I like the sound of it, but you can do a normal F. Then an F major 7, okay? So whichever you prefer, all right? But that's going to be the easy way to do it. So that's a little intro. Down, up, remove the finger, down, up, and you can pop it back on if you like on the F major 7. That just means I'm flattening my 1st finger down. So expose the top E if you want it major 7, or flatten it to play the normal F. Okay, and then we're into the 1st verse, which is a nice easy chord, C, D minor, and you can do the nice easy F again. Okay, so I'm obviously doing the bar. So you also would have seen me doing something else. So C, D minor, F, but the 2nd time round I go A minor, and then I just put a G over A minor, so I'm bringing that pinky up onto the 5th fret, and then doing an F. So it's either or really, it's just about voicing, making it sound like you want it to sound, okay? So then we're into the chorus, A minor, G, F, and that just repeats. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So you see I'm adding accents. I'm playing a little bit harder. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. And then it's like this solo section, and I've just, you know, watered it down, made it really basic. All I'm doing, I'm bringing my 2nd finger over to play in what we're calling the 2nd fret. So that's A, B, and then changing that to a C. And I'm just doing a little bit of random picking. Okay, and then A minor, that G over A minor again with a pinky. And just do that twice. Obviously we can't do exactly what he does on the record because we're in different tuning, right? So once you've done that little bit, you can go back to the intro again. So now I just move the capo up into the 7th fret, okay? And I'm going to change the chords around a bit. So we're going to start off with the G. Now again, I'm doing random picking, and that's just kind of like the bottom E to the D string, and I'm doing like a little up strum on the B and the G. Then I'm playing an A shape, okay? I'm leaving these 2 fingers on because it sounds nice. Then like to a C add 9, okay? And then E minor shape, D and C add 9. Same again. So So there's your verses right there, okay? And the chorus is just going to be the E minor, D, C add 9. But if you wanted to do it from the beginning and have that little intro again, it's just going to be the E minor, D, C. So for the middle 8 section with the capo, G, A, C add 9, E minor, D, C add 9. I'm just doing random picking here. You can just play it really softly, like soft drums. Something like that, right? And then sometimes I'm removing that pinky. It's just whatever you like the sound of, okay? So now if I remove the capo, I can still play in the same key. It just means I have to start with a B minor bar chord. So if you're comfortable with bar chords, that's going to work. B minor, A and G. The verse is going to be a little bit different. D, E minor, G. B minor, A, G, okay? And again, D, E minor, G, B minor, A, G. And then for the chorus, you probably guessed it. B minor, A, G. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. Okay, and I'm using the same rhythm as well. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. So for the little break section, D, then move your first finger over and play an E over D, G. Then we could do a B. So just first finger, second fret on the A string, pinky, fourth fret on the G string, then to a D sus2, G. Let me show you slowly. This B one's a bit tricky. And then G. So for the intro, without the capo, down, up, B minor, A and G, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. I did mention at the beginning, potentially you could have a fourth version or a fifth version, depending on your voice where you want to put the capo. So all those versions I've shown you, you know, you can just find a comfortable spot on the fretboard that works in your key. If it works on the 4th fret, then move it there. Or, you know, you could play the alternative chords. So the C, so there's really no rules here, guys. You know, you can put the capo wherever you like. You can play whatever chords you like. Even leaving it there, I can play the alternative chords. So there's, you know, tons and tons of different options. Go away, have a go and enjoy. So there you have it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this week's lesson. Please don't forget, hit that subscribe button if you'd like to receive my weekly updates. And please don't forget, I don't get paid for these cover lessons, guys. Any loose change you have, I've set up a PayPal donation button over on my website. You can find some links below to some merchandise I've got for sale and some links to Spotify. And if you'd like to send me a request or just a message for any questions, hit me up over on Instagram. If you weren't aware and you haven't seen my updates, I do electric guitar lessons on a Tuesday, and I continue to do these lessons on a Friday, and sometimes earlier if you're lucky. Enjoy, guys. Lovely to hear from you. Thank you so much for your support. I'll see you again the same time next week.